the number 11th ranked player in the world, Werner Schlager. In gray, number 5 in the world from Taipei, the defending U.S. Open champion, Chiang Peng Lung.
Welcome back. I'm Sean O'Neill along with Barney Reed, U.S. and North American champion. We have the first men's singles semifinal at the ITTF Pro Tour U.S. Open between the defending champion, Chiang Peng Lung of Chinese Taipei against Werner Schlager of Austria. Barney, what should we look for in this match?
Well, you got two heavy hitters here. Both these guys love to really put it all into the ball. I mean, they go for, you can say, a point-winning shot almost every time. I mean, that return of serve right there was just an example of it. Chiang Peng Lung being a penhold Chinese style, he's got a great forehand. But for a penholder, as you can see there, the forehand, he loves to turn and hit that forehand.
Not a lot of long rallies to be expected?
Actually, it will be. Once they settle down and they start feeling each other out, you're going to see a lot of loop against loop. Or topspin against topspin, you can say.
Schlager has really come into his own in the last 6 months to a year, winning a bronze medal in the men's singles, as well as he won a silver medal in the World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, he, there for a while, he hadn't been doing anything. I mean, he had just been, everybody knew him as a good player. Then all of a sudden, he shot up and made the semis of the Worlds. Nobody would have ever picked him to make the semis of the Worlds. And since then, he's done real well. This first game here, both players are still feeling each other out. They haven't settled into their game yet.
Oh,
a little break there by Schlager, got a little net edge.
In the earlier rounds, Schlager had quite a tough set of victories over Vladimir Samsonov and both Jan-Ove Waldner from Sweden.
Yeah, Samsonov definitely came through the tougher field. He went through probably the best two European players at the tournament. Went through Samsonov down 2-0. Came back to win deuce in the fifth against Samsonov. And 2018 against Waldner, he was leading 2018 and beat him 21-18 in the fifth.
Scores 3-6. Werner Schlager of Austria with the serve. High toss serve. Excellent backhand forehand combination, but Chiang just a little bit too strong.
For a penholder, Sean, Chiang Peng Lung has an excellent punch block backhand. You really think that you got him and he's out of the point and he throws up a great backhand smash with his penhold grip.
And Chiang had a little bit of difficult road to get here, having to go against Kong Ling Wei, the current world #1. He took him out quite convincingly.
Yeah, I was really surprised to see him win that easy over Kong. But again, at this level, there's so much involved with styles and with how you're feeling that day. I mean, any given, at this level with these players, on any given day, I mean, whoever's playing the best, they're going to win. Great forehand smash there by Chiang Peng Lung.
Would you guess, Barney, that he has the strongest attack right now of the international players?
I'd have to say he hits the ball the hardest, by far. The power that he exhibits on every ball, it's not just his hard shot that's the hardest, it's his overall shots. He hits every ball at like, I say 80% of harder than most people. You know, most people have their 100% hard shot and then they'll play the rest of the ball 60%. He just plays like every ball 90% and then he hits his 100%.
As well, Schlager known for one of the stronger backhands also. So we've got a little forehand action against backhand. Change of serve now.
The real key difference in this match is going to be Schlager's serve. If Schlager's able to control Chiang, he should be able to win the match. But if Chiang's able to control Schlager off the return of serve, then you look for Chiang to go ahead and win this one.
One of the earlier matches that Chiang had was quite surprised, he played against Jean-Michel Save of Belgium. The number of times Chiang was actually able to hit him with the ball. his placement seems to be amazing. Not only is he hitting winners wide, but going to the body seems to be one of his strengths also.
Yeah, he definitely is one of the smarter players. He really thinks about placement. When you get to this top level, every detail is so important. As you can see there, Schlager was totally off balance with the return of serve by Chiang. Set up a point like that where Schlager almost slipped.
Also, Chiang is the current Asian champion. So he's done extremely well against both the Europeans and the Asian international players.
Like I said here, Sean, Chiang is really controlling Schlager's serve. That's pretty much going to be the key in this match, is if Schlager can get, you know, a good enough shot to where he can put the ball away off his serve. He doesn't seem to be getting that right now. That's pretty much the first error that Chiang Peng has made off of Schlager's serve.
Generally, as a shake hands player against a penholder, Schlager would be trying to get into a weaker backhand side, but Chiang's step around seems to be too strong right now for that weakness to really be available to Schlager.
Yeah, he doesn't really, you know, you think you get him out of position, he can really hit with his backhand. That's what makes him one of the best penholders in the game right now, if not the best penholder.
Excellent side spin block there, really jamming Schlager. Extremely heavy topspin serve. I'm sorry, topspin loop off of the serve return. As you said, Barney, he really doesn't go half speed on anything. Everything is maximum topspin, maximum flat hit. Very strong blocks. Oh, went for the quick step around, too much topspin off of Schlager's backhand loop.
See, that's what I think Schlager has to do more of. Schlager has to control Chiang. He cannot let him, like right there, he's got to force him to do something, make him make errors. He can't just sit there and let Chiang just tee off on balls.
That's too strong of a third ball attack there by Chiang to go up by 6 points with his final serve 15-9. You know, one thing Chiang has definitely done is taken advantage of net serve there of the World Pro Tour. He's won the last 3 tournaments coming into this.
15-9.
Yeah, he's definitely on a high right now. He's playing real well.
10-15, Schlager.
Service change now.
Schlager taking a little bit extra time here.
10 serving 15.
Knowing that with his serve here, he's got a chance. If he can make a few good serves, he's got a chance in this game, even though he's down 5. Great deep serve there by Schlager.
He really needs to get the offense going if he wants to get back in this game.
You can tell he wants to get the offense going, Sean. He's serving out deep to Chiang to make the point start, to make a rally go. He doesn't want to get into that short return, finesse game. He wants to go right into the bank.
Well, clearly with the penholder grip, Chiang's able to control the short serves and also the first attack. Oh, big point. Now back to 13-15.
See, Schlager really knows what's going on here. See how he took at 10-15. He took a little bit extra time, knowing that if he could score a few points, he could get back into this game, even though he was down 5.
Werner Schlager, currently world number 11 and bronze medalist in the most recent world championships.
Oh, beautiful.
Super power by the young Taiwanese champion. Critical point here at 13-16. Game 1 of the first men's singles semifinal at the ITTF Pro Tour US Open, Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, kind of a miss hit there by Schlager. Really was on that ball, just caught the edge of his racket.
Schlager looks like he's having a little bit of difficulty with the speed right now. He's just trying to keep the ball on the table where Chiang's definitely dictating the offense as well as the serve and serve return.
Yeah, I think like you said earlier, Sean, what Schlager has to really do is he really has to try to control the tempo of this game. He can't let Chiang control the tempo. He can't let him push him around. He can't let him use his big shots when he wants. He's got to force him to use his big shots. Right there, he got a little break. Normally, Chiang makes that ball. That's that great punch block backhand down the line. You don't expect to see that from a pen holder. You expect their backhand to be weak.
As well as Chiang's ability to counterattack with his forehand from all over the table. He can step around quite easily, as well as if you throw up the soft topspin to his forehand, he seems to be re-looping that one. Oh, there's a nice net edge by the Austrian. Again,
what do you think, Sean? Do you think he really means that he's sorry when he puts up that hand?
He's probably pretty happy that he got a free point that way. Oh,
beautiful.
Tremendous forehand flip.
Chiang's short game over the table is just incredible. I played him in doubles once, Sean, and the way he returns serve, I mean, I've never seen somebody return serve like that.
He is able to jam Schlager so far wide into the backhand. I think also with the amount of side spin on the backhand block, it's tough for Schlager to ever get that step around. And if he concedes that he's not going to use his forehand on the backhand side, then it opens up a wider forehand. So 15, 20, 21, 15 for Chiang Peng Lung of Taipei.
Chiang Peng Lung wins the first.
Schlager definitely got into this semifinal with some great victories over both Vladimir Samsonov and Jan-Ove Waldner from Sweden, inducing the 5th matches, but he hasn't seen the power that Chiang has so far in any of his early opponents.
Yeah, Chiang really jumps on you. He doesn't give you a chance. I mean, right from the beginning, even when you're serving, I mean, his return to serve is so crisp and so sharp that if you're really not ready, I mean, if you don't come out, you know, with all your guns, he's gonna take you down.
0-0 starting game 2. Net serve. Oh, excellent serve there.
See, Schlager came out his first serve. He changes up to a new high toss serve that he didn't use at all the first game.
I think what he was probably nervous about in the first game is sometimes those high toss serves are tough to keep short.
You're right.
He has a great high toss serve, but often it gets away from him. Super combination here. Probably thinking he should have done that about 6 or 10 points ago.
Oh, almost an ace. Beautiful serve. See, that's the key, Sean. The whole key to this match is Schlager being able to do well on his serve. As you can see here, great high toss, beautiful down the line ace, sets up the cross-court forehand.
And you will see Schlager as he's hitting the ball, always kind of keeping an eye on Chiang in case he wants to step around or to hit it wide out to the forehand to try to expose the penholder backhand side.
Ooh, like
Gotta watch out for that one.
Like you said, Sean, you don't want that high toss going long.
Yeah. You also don't want to give your opponent the chance to completely decide who wins the point.
As you can see here, Schlager with a good serve, just goes a little bit long. Chiang right on that ball, made a meatball out of that.
Chiang has so much topspin on that first opening. Unless you're in position to counterattack it or loop it off the bounce, pretty much all you can do is put your racket on it and hope you can bring it down.
See, what's going to happen now is even though Schlager lost these 2 points, he's a little bit more relaxed on Chiang's serve because he did well on his serve. So the whole game is going to depend on how Schlager. Oof, that's beautiful.
Schlager seeing a little bit of a freight train coming. Chiang with the serve. Really no difficulty with Chiang dealing with Schlager's backhand topspin so far.
No, it seems as though Schlager's not able to settle into his game. He really slow started against Samsonov in his match before this. He was down 2-0 and 9-2 in the third game and got back into it. Came back to win, deuce in the fifth. So, you know, Schlager seems to be a slow starter this tournament and in this match.
And you clearly can't start that slow against Chiang of Taipei. I mean, he goes out, both barrels firing, in both backhand side, forehand side with the backhand. Very strong backhand block.
5-6.
Schlager has scored 5 points and Chiang has missed 4 serves.
There's another
Outright
service
missed
mistake
4
there.
serves.
All.
Schlager serving a little bit more side spin and topspin short in order to get into. There's a very wise
7,
combo
6.
there. Topspin short serve to get a push return to where he can actually open up with his backhand. Only problem is when he leaves it.
Wow.
Oh, good combination there. Excellent.
See, as soon as Schlager starts settling in his game and relaxing, he's going to start using the power. As you can see here, Chiang with a great forehand, another forehand topspin. Schlager right on that ball to re-loop it.
Schlager with the momentum right now.
10.
Definitely the key here, Sean, is Schlager having the ability to control Chiang and not letting Chiang control him.
Chiang is a little bit of a streaky player when he's hot. Almost impossible to stop him. Almost a new generation of penholder too, even though he's, look at that, step around. That's pretty amazing there.
Boy,
Instead of the traditional Chinese penholder that played with the pips out, he's playing with inverted rubber and really playing a little bit of a European style mix in there where he's able to forehand read topspin or third ball attack.
Schlager definitely got away with one right there.
He needed that.
That's not something you want to do to Chiang. You definitely don't want to push deep into his backhand off his return of serve.
The world #1 Kong Ling Wei of China saw that in the quarterfinals and give this guy a chance to open up and he'll finish in the same motion.
7.
See, Chiang has a little bit more pressure on him now. He's not able to control Schlager when Schlager's serving, so it's tougher. He knows he's got to score on his serve. And what that does, it puts a little more pressure on him. And as you can see, he's made two or three errors on his forehand attack.
Net serve, 7 serving 11.
Ooh,
Oh,
little break there, edge ball. Chiang doesn't like that as he kicks the ball to the barrier.
Schlager.
seems in the short rallies that Chiang feels more comfortable just because he does have more power starting from ground zero where Schlager would like to get those rallies going, maybe some backhand, forehand, counterattacks covering the whole table to take advantage of penholder grip. Schlager serving 8-12, semifinals of the 2000 US Open men's singles.
Ooh, Chiang got a little break there with that net ball. Was really on that spin. He knew the spin real well and tried to just drop it over the net. He was able to catch the top of the net. Man, that's the 6th miss of that underspin serve. Same underspin serve. Just appears that it's topspin on it.
There he's mixing it up a little bit, putting some more side spin, but the high toss serve has really helped bring him right back into this match, leading 13-9.
See, now what happens here is Schlager has Chiang unsure of what to do when he's serving, which in the first game, you know, Chiang was just teeing off, Sean, on Schlager's serve and controlling it.
Yeah, he's mixing it extremely well.
Ooh.
10, 15, okay.
Rallies have not been that long in this game so far.
No, I still don't think either player has settled down and feels the other person's spin and the power. Like you said, the first game Schlager wasn't used to Chiang's speed. Ooh. Another break.
11, 15.
I wouldn't be surprised here if Chiang did mount a little bit of a comeback. He's got the serve, and he does seem to have a little bit more spin on the ball, which when one person can outspin the other, it's quite difficult to stay in the rallies there because you're always fighting against the spin and not just
15.
putting it on all by yourself. And also a lot of the balls that Schlager has won has been off unforced errors. I mean, it's just...
Oh, there comes that power from Chiang. Just misses the end of the table.
He really likes to stick that backhand. One of the taller players on the circuit right now.
There it is. That right there, Sean.
16.
That's beautiful. That's just beautiful. Again, you do not want to do that. You do not want to push deep to his backhand. Oof,
Oh, big
here it
backhand
comes.
smash.
Oof, beautiful.
Combination forehand there.
16, 14.
He scored 4 out of 5 on his serve. Here you see Chiang with a great over-the-table flip, great backhand. Schlager just barely gets the ball back, and then Chiang finishes the point with a wide forehand.
Schlager now with the serve, up 16-14. Men's singles semifinal, 2000 US Open.
Really big point here, Sean.
Stays with the high toss.
This first point is really big. Oh, look at this. Oh,
These are the longer rallies that you were speaking about earlier.
16, 15.
It just seems that Chiang has so much more topspin on the ball.
yeah, as you noticed there, Schlager tried to complain about the bounce, but what happens is Chiang just totally put all his topspin. He didn't really use that much power, he just totally topspinned it, and the ball took a hop that Schlager wasn't used to seeing.
See if Schlager staying with the low toss serve right now. Deep serve, kind of risky there.
Wow, here it is. Oh,
Big point for Schlager. Got a freebie there. Forehand to forehand. I got to pick Chiang to win most of those points, especially with his wide angle loops.
the only thing is, though, the position where Schlager was in, he's real comfortable being back there away from the table. You think you got your opponent beat and you got him off the table, but not Schlager.
Schlager staying with the low toss serve. Wow, another deep serve.
Beautiful.
Great rally here. It's do or die for Schlager if he doesn't win this game.
No, if he loses this game, he's in a big hole.
Up 15-10.
Here you see, great serve. Chiang just able to push that backhand block down the line. That powerful punch block, you should call, is what you should call it, Sean. That's a punch block right there, down the line. Kind of don't know what to say here, Sean.
Oh, here we go.
17-0. I feel like Schlager's going to lose it.
When he goes with the short serve, Chiang's definitely controlling the short return.
Yeah,
If he serves long, he's got to deal with a big forehand loop.
He's got to hope that Chiang misses if he serves long.
Goes back to the high toss.
I don't know why he went away from it.
Here he goes back to the high toss.
Hopefully he can keep it short. Boom. Good. Oh,
Schlager has shown throughout these championships the ability to play his best points at the most critical times. At Deuce in 2019. Quite a bit of experience reaching the semifinals at the World Championships in Eindhoven in Holland earlier this year. But Chiang has definitely been on a tear on the international pro circuit over the last 6 months.
this is a huge game here. Schlager really needs to win this game. Plus, I want him to win this game. He's my favorite player of the men players on the tour.
Very strong topspin
Great
from
spin.
the Austrian. A little bit of a mini break here to go up 19-18. Chiang with the serve.
Unbelievable. There it
super
is.
combination.
Off of the net ball, Sean. Did you see that?
Schlager
Cow.
extremely lucky to pick up that net return.
Here it is. Here it is. Great return to serve. Oof. Just beautiful.
Chiang down 2 game points, 18 serving 20.
Oh,
Dodged that bullet, 19-20.
what you called it, Sean. Schlager can play his best points at the most crucial times.
19-20 with the serve. Up 1 game to 0. Schlager had an open court.
Just missed. That was a great strategy. He pulled Chiang out wide to the forehand. Had him back to the backhand. Just couldn't put it on the table.
Right now, it seems like Chiang should be willing to go for a little bit more with that 1 game lead. A little more wiggle room for him. See if
Hopefully Schlager goes with the high toss here.
Can he keep it short?
Oh, he missed
He
it.
served in the net. He kept it real short.
21-20.
I can guarantee you the one thing he said to himself as he was tossing the ball is don't let it go long.
Definitely didn't let that one go long. Oh, man.
Bit of nerves.
If he can fight this off, that'll be a great one. Look
Oh,
at
super
Look at
counterattack. That ball looked like it was going to be a double bouncing serve, and he went right over the top of the table.
That's what makes a true champion right there. After missing his serve.
Coming back with a huge forehand bomb. Now he's got the serve again.
I mean, the confidence to go for that shot. Down, knowing that if you lose that game, you're down 2-0.
He's taking his time. He's staying with the short.
He doesn't want this serve to go long.
Oh, super flip to the
Great
midsection.
return of the serve. The placement on that ball was just phenomenal. Schlager was not able to get a good opening. Gave up the soft ball, and Chiang just too strong, too powerful.
Really seems that Schlager does not want to get into that short hand-to-hand combat there.
Definitely doesn't want to play that over the table game. Again, Chiang serves long. Wow.
Chiang's kind of wondering how those serves are getting away from him.
He's definitely upset at himself. He knows he should not be serving long.
Can't leave those 2 advantages out on the table. Up 20-19 and 21-20. Schlager back with the serve. He's taking his time, a little bit of a psych.
Got a little break. Oh,
That block was so low over the net.
he had the shot he wanted.
I think Schlager even motioned afterwards the ball's jumping a little bit. I'm sure it's because of the side spin that Chiang's putting on the ball.
No.
Sharp angles, heavy topspin off of every single return.
The umpire's not letting him go to the towel,
Mr. Schlager.
even though you're allowed to go after every 5 points.
If they potentially go into expedite because this one goes long. We saw that in the women's singles semifinal.
Big point here, Sean. Man,
Big comeback
24-23.
by Chiang Peng Lung of
2 games to 0.
Chinese Taipei to go up 2-0 in the men's singles semifinal at
Peng
the
Lung now leads 2
U.S. Open
games to 0.
Championships. We're back with more World Championship table tennis action at the U.S. Open. Chiang Peng Lung of Chinese Taipei is currently leading 2 games to 0 over Werner Schlager of Austria. Exciting last game.
beautiful.
Schlager with a 15-10 lead, but Chiang Peng Lung fought back
0-0.
to tie it up at 17 all before going back and forth in a
Schlager was up 28-2 as well, if I remember correctly, right, Sean?
Yep.
I'm really disappointed that he did lose that last game. Now, if he doesn't get a good start here, Chiang could really walk away with it just because he has the cushion. He can go for a little bit more. He can open up.
And he's really been controlling the short game as well as those first opening attacks.
Even though Schlager in his quarterfinal match was down 0-2 to Samsonov and 9-2 in the 3rd game. You definitely don't want to be in that position too often, though, Sean.
2-1.
Schlager has shown exceptionally strong results against the European players. Against the Chinese and the Asians, he hasn't done quite as well.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. At the World Championships, he went through Europeans to reach the semifinals, where he ran into a Chinese gentleman. Actually, Lu Guoliang took him out, who is the current world champion, who got taken out early in this competition. Actually, 8 of the top 10 seeds were taken out earlier than expected, Sean.
This has been the strongest U.S. Open to date. 15 of the top 16 men's and women's players in the world are here, using it as their final preparation stop.
Boom.
Big forehand third ball attack there by Schlager of Austria.
Last game, Sean, when it was 18-20, he served. He changed his serve. I don't know why he didn't stay with the high toss. Probably because he was afraid of it going long, but excuse me, that's probably his best weapon right now is that high toss serve.
It does seem that sometimes it gets away from him, and with Chiang's big forehand loop, that ball goes a half an inch too long, and he's going to finish it with a big forehand, as well as a strong backhand power block, like you mentioned earlier. Just a lot of firepower from this young Taiwanese defending U.S. Open champion.
How nice would it be for him to win it again, back-to-back titles? I'm sure he really wants that.
As well as to give him a real springboard going into Sydney.
Definitely.
As the current Asian champion. Oh, look at that forehand. Schlager knows he can't deal with that off the end of the table.
There's not many players in the world that have that ability to do what Chiang just did, to be able to just turn, I mean, at a split second. Because one of the key things is to not turn before your opponent sees you. So you really have to turn basically once the opponent hits the ball. And that ball is traveling, you know, the speed's up to 100 miles an hour, and you only got 9 feet, so you don't have that much time to turn around.
Look at that.
There it is again.
Amazing.
His third ball, he's so crisp and so sharp.
And his ability not only to go down a line with that forehand loop, but he can go cross court.
Absolutely.
With an inside-out angle.
His placement is just phenomenal.
Really seems in order to take the offense away from Chiang that Schlager's got to take an even riskier shot.
He really does. I mean, he really's got to go for shots that he doesn't feel comfortable with, because Chiang is so sharp on his third ball.
And we saw that earlier when Schlager was playing against, again, it was the European players, both Waldner and Samsonov. He was the dictator. He went out and played with the offense, let them kind of back up. But here, a little shell-shocked, seeing, I guess, a number of bombs dropped by Chiang early on.
Definitely. Yeah, I think you're right, Sean, in that Schlager, if he can dictate the pace, I mean, that's really what he needs to do. If somebody like Chiang jumps on him, you know, I mean, look at the scores, 2-0 and 9-5. Even though the match is closer than the score reflects.
And his counterattack really doesn't work against such a strong forehand or backhand combination.
Right, I mean, off of a spin ball or a medium-paced ball, but off of Chiang's bombs, there's just nothing you can do. I mean, he's got a rocket launcher. His timing is incredible, because I mean, he's really not that big of a guy. He's just, his timing, he just unleashes into the ball. I mean, explodes.
As well, he has the control short game.
Exactly.
I mean, it's almost a little bit like Tiger Woods in golf, where the guy can hit a 400 yard drive, but also have the ability to putt. Chiang's over here. Any ball that comes loose finishes it. Or if you serve short, he can keep it short and stop you from your attack as well.
Any questions, Sean? This guy's amazing. He's young, too. I don't know his exact age, but last time, I think he's 21. Don't quote me on that.
Right now, Schlager taking a timeout.
Smart decision, down 11-5 and 2-0. Senses this game getting away from him. He really needs to, you know, buckle down here and just see what he can do. I mean, just let it all out, because Chiang's definitely too confident right now.
In this situation, generally, what will the coaches be telling the players? Are they trying to give them different strategy? Are they trying to just calm them down from a psychological standpoint?
Well, right now, the Chinese Taipei coach is probably just telling Chiang, You know, keep doing what you're doing. Stay with what, you know, stay with what's working. You know, don't change anything. And the Austrian coach is probably telling Schlager, you know, we got to do something now. I mean, this is the point where you have to do something. You either have to change something because it's not working. You know, you're losing 11-5. You're down 2-0. Let's go. Let's get it together. So, I mean, he's got the ability to do it, and it's just a matter of, is it going to happen?
5-11.
Okay. Come on.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens here after that timeout, Sean.
See if Schlager changes the, it's going back to the high toss serve.
Boom. Very good.
Beautiful combination there with the third ball attack on the backhand side. That's what we're used to seeing Schlager do, is really open up strong with the backhand, not get into this playing kind of catch up or.
Right. But like you said,
Oh my God. What a shot.
I blinked and the point was over. That was just, that's incredible.
Even Schlager smiled on that one.
To be able to just take the ball and just rip it off of a guy's serve because you're not 100% sure of the spin, that's amazing. Oh, oof. Oh, a little bit lucky there from Schlager.
Schlager
Beautiful.
playing very smart on that one.
Break. Got a little break there, but excellent point. Puts that finger up there. He's probably asking for one more lucky ball.
Schlager, great counterattack here. Net ball comes in, misdirection to the backhand side. Back now 8-12, serving 8.
So
Chiang.
that timeout worked.
Yeah, absolutely.
11-5. Now it's 12-8. He scored 3. Chiang scored 1.
If I remember correctly, when Schlager was playing against Samsonov, he did take a timeout also at that critical down 2-0 and 9-2 before coming back. Referee called a lead on the last serve.
Well, I'll tell you, Sean, I don't think that's his strategy, though, to get down 2-0, 9-2, 11-5, and then call a timeout and then come back and win. But it seems like that's what he's doing because I don't know if that was insane or what. That's amazing.
Schlager going for backhand loops is exactly what he wants to be doing. With that last...
Chiang knew that there was nothing he could do. The spin was too great. He had to either turn or just go for the smash.
Oh, that ball did not bounce. There was so much spin.
He's definitely taking a look at that table.
That ball bounced no greater than an inch after going over the net by 6. And that's what can happen with the amount of severe topspin these players can put on the ball. We've actually done tests in Japan where they've measured the RPMs and it's exceeded more than 7,500 by international players.
Oh, look at the arms, look at the reach. This guy.
Super backhand.
He's got it all.
Wide angle blocks. Here we have the replay.
Here you see great backhand. I mean, most of the time against any pen holder. Okay, I can't talk, Sean. If I talk, this guy's going to rip a forehand and I'll miss it. He's amazing. His explosiveness, I mean, he and like you said, he's got the short touch. I mean, that was the difference. He's able to control Schlager's serve.
He's got the short, heavy spin serve. He's got the opening. He's got the power backhand.
Yeah, I mean, you think you got the guy beat. You get him out wide to his forehand. You play him up to his backhand. He's a pen holder. You think, well, he's going to fish the ball or he's going to throw up a weak shot. Not Chiang. Goes right after the ball.
As well as his ability when a person plays it out to his forehand to then go right back down the line. Look at this. Look at that forehand down the line move.
This is amazing. The Schlager played 3 great shots in that rally. And
each ball came back harder.
Exactly. See,
you can see the frustration
exactly,
right there.
Yeah.
He's trying to win points off the serve.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
He's going for a little showtime here. Harlem Globetrotters are in the house.
He has conceded to the man with more power.
I think you're right, Sean.
He just can't keep up with the topspin.
No,
Chiang has more topspin, better short game. There's another serve.
Oh. Little desperation there.
10 match points for Chiang Peng Lung to go into the men's singles final. Oh, too much power.
Too much.
Super match.
Great.
Defending champion going back into the finals. extremely comfortable win.
Commanding style.
21-15, 24-22, 21-10.
Moves on to the
And we'll be back with the second semifinal men's singles match from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Featuring from China, Wang Lichin, and from Sweden, Frederick Hawkinson.